Hola, ciao and hello, welcome to Fanballr's show. Well, today we're gonna discuss the games that are going to be held this weekend, which primarily it is the last round for the major European competitions. Let's start with Premier League. We already know who the champion is, and it's Chelsea with its magnificent and brilliant Antonio Conte, but the thing is, we are yet to find out who will qualify for the Champions League, and here pretty much it kinda looks like it is all settled, and for the first time since 95-96 season, Arsenal will be left off this Champions League group stage. However, they still have a chance, and they have been performing brilliantly lately. This new system provided by Arsene Wenger, 3-5-2, favorite system for Antonio Conte, which brought the championship for him, is really, I mean, it does work, okay? And if you look through the results of the Gunners, it proves it. But it comes too late, okay? It is too late for them to compete against Liverpool for that spot, because Liverpool are hosting Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough has nothing to play for, really. They have been relegated out of Premier League into Championship. Liverpool is hungry to get back into the Champions League. Jurgen Klopp will make sure it happens. On the other side, it's Pep Guardiola, who already 99% qualified for the next Champions League season's group stage. So there is nothing to worry about there. The thing is, we have to keep our eye on the top goal scoring players. So if before last round started, we had Romelu Lukaku in the first place, then we had Alexis, then we had Harry Kane. Harry Kane provided magnificent game. He scored 4 goals to give himself a 2-goal advantage over Romelu Lukaku going into the last round. And for me personally, given the fact that Arsenal are going to face Everton in the last game, meaning that Alexis is gonna face Lukaku, I don't think they're gonna score. I mean, Lukaku is gonna score 2 or more, or Alexis is gonna score 3 or more. Tottenham on the other side have really weak side to play against, really nothing to play for them, so they will kind of build a game around Kane to make sure the Englishman, by the way, the first Englishman in 21st century to win the golden shoe in the Premier League. I mean, all these 17 years foreigners were able to clinch this trophy, this individual trophy, which sounds really weird, and many may say this directly illustrates how English team performs in different competitions. And he also will be the first Spur player to clinch this title since 92-93. You all remember that it was Teddy Sheringham who did it back in the day. Now, this is to say the least. To say more, Harry Kane is only 23 years of age. He has played 8 less games than Lukaku and Alexis. His transfer value is up by 20 million compared to the beginning of the season. Now, this is a top prospect, and I really believe that he's not gonna play for Tottenham in a few years, okay? Because this type of players, this type of goal scorer machines, and it truly is the Premier League best striker right now. I mean, this kind of players should play somewhere else. Not to say that Tottenham is not the good team, they're a great team in Pochettino's hands, but you really think about like Manchester United or Liverpool or Chelsea, Real Madrid, it's Barcelona, it's Atletico Madrid, it's PSG, it's Bayern Munich. All these teams attract this kind of players, attract these masters of the business, and I believe that in a couple of years, Harry Kane will move in this type of caliber teams. Moving to Italian Serie A now, and Juventus are the closest team who can clinch this title. I am sure they will, because they have a really poor side against them. Playing at home, Crotone is the visiting side. Crotone, who is battling relegation, they will give it all, obviously, because if they want, they will get relegated. But Juventus are just too big for them, and I'm pretty sure Juventus will be able to get a draw, which is enough for them to clinch the title. But I'm sure that Massimo Allegri's boys will go ahead and take all 3 points here. On the other hand, we have Roma, who will desperately chase Juventus and make sure that Roma does its own business on its side. I'm sure they will get 3 points, but it kind of really settled by 4 that they will clinch number 2 spot. However, if you are Roma, you always see Napoli in your side mirror, and Napoli will fight to get that group stage ticket for the next Champions League season. I mean, they are already in the Champions League, but they will be forced to play qualification round in order to get to the group stage. Now, if you look below, you have Fiorentina, you have AC Milan, and you have Inter Milan. These teams are battling for Europa League, and I'm pretty sure that Inter Milan is not a team that will get this ticket, so it's really between Fiorentina and AC Milan. AC Milan, just like the rivals Inter Milan, have new Chinese CEOs and Chinese businessmen who really plan to invest big time money into these clubs. But will it happen anytime soon this season? Obviously not. This is a long run plan, and this will all come down to the next season with all the big transfers being made during the summer. I will surely cover that throughout the season, so keep in touch. Make sure you click that subscribe button to not miss out any big transfer news. Now, if we go through the list for the top scorers of the Serie A, we'll notice that Edin Dzeko has occupied the first place, Belotti coming second, is Mertens third, and Gonzalo Higuain coming into fourth. Mauro Icardi is fifth, and he's even on goals with Mertens and Higuain. However, he's injured and he will not play the rest of the season. So, Edin Dzeko will be the first non-Italian nor South American player to clinch this top scorer title since it was Ibrahimovic who has done it on 11-12 season. Belotti is Italian, and Torino has some experience with providing the league with top scorers, given the fact that Immobile was the last one to get this title a couple of seasons ago. If it's going to be Dries Mertens, he's going to be the first Dutchman to clinch this title since legendary Marco van Basten. Well, if it is going to be Gonzalo Higuain, he's going to be the first non-Italian player to clinch it 2 times in a row. It will be a magnificent result. It will be a great result, a great achievement for a magnificent striker, a record-breaking signing for Juventus, who is giving it all. Every single cent is being paid out by his dad's master of a football game. Now going to German Bundesliga. Bayern Munich are crowned champions, no questions there. However, we have a really big battle going on between Borussia Dortmund and Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim, who is a real sensation of this season alongside with Red Bull Salzburg. Dortmund and Hoffenheim go head-to-head in order to get that Champions League group stage ticket. Both teams are already qualified for the Champions League, that is guaranteed, but the thing is, it makes a big difference whether you are straight in the group stage or you play the qualification to get into that group stage. Europa League spots are being played among Hertha, Köln and Freiburg. Freiburg is the side that came back from the second Bundesliga, and now they have a great opportunity to play in European football, which is going to be a fantastic result for them. Now the real battle will be between Wolfsburg and Hamburg. These two teams are fighting to save a place in the Bundesliga. Now remember, Hamburg has never been relegated to second Bundesliga in their history. Wolfsburg, on the other hand, they just played quarterfinal against Real Madrid. Remember Ronaldo scoring 3 goals against them, and now they're facing relegation in Bundesliga. I mean, times change dramatically, and you never know what will happen next season. Now, when it comes down to goal scorers, it's Robert Lewandowski versus Pierre Aubameyang. If Lewandowski will get this title, he'll be the first non-German player to clinch it 3 times. Aubameyang will be the first African player to clinch it since 92-93. Now, going back to Lewandowski, he'll be the first non-German player to win this title in back-to-back seasons. Now we go to League 1 in France, where Monaco have won the title, first title in 19 years. Amazing team, tremendous young side with tremendous coach. He has done outstanding job this season. Truly, deservedly, they have won this title. It's everything to play for. Marseille and Bordeaux, who are fighting for that European ticket. Now, both sides have been known to play in the Champions League, but for now it all comes down to Europa League. These sides will have key matches against the teams that are battling relegation, and so it will be a lot to watch for. In terms of French League's top scorers, Edison Cavani will get his first Ligue 1 scoring title, because, well, we all know why. We all know the reason why. It was Zlatan Ibrahimovic who was outshadowing him in PSG. But for now, there's no Zlatan. Everything is okay. It's Eddie Cavani. By the way, he needs to score at least 3 to equal Zlatan's record for the last season. Now, the last part is the best part. It's Spanish La Liga, where Real Madrid will have an opportunity to seal the title for the first time since 2012. And all they have to do is go to Malaga and play at least a draw. Given the fact how Zinedine Zidane's side plays, I think it will not be a hard thing for them to achieve. Well, Barcelona, relatively easy opponent, playing at home. Really, it's guaranteed 3 points, but it's not in their control, and most likely Real Madrid will seal the title. They will be crowned champions, and I think it is just about time for them to regain that title. Well, if you look down the table, it's Atletico Madrid, it's Villarreal, it's Real Sociedad who battle each other for that 2 European tickets, and I'm talking about Europa League because Champions League is pretty much settled. If we look over the scoring list, it's Lionel Messi who will most likely clinch the Pichichi title, and it will be his 4th career, which will make it even with famous Alfredo Di Stefano from Real Madrid, who was playing back in the day. Also, Lionel Messi will most likely become the European Golden Shoe winner, which will make it 4 individual awards for him, and it will equal Cristiano Ronaldo's individual trophy count. So 4 for Messi, 4 for Ronaldo. Well, they're 2 of the best right now. That's all for now. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, keep up with me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, stay cool, so on.